We're going back to our heart of gold to start us off to call in the light this morning. So great to have you with me. Relax as we expand together into our heart of gold.
At times I feel like running. At times I feel like hiding low. Oh, I just want to feel something that makes me feel at home. Down in the depths when I've got nothing left, hear a voice calling out in my soul. This heart of gold is who you are. This loving soul that's come so far, through highs and lows and battle scars. You found me walking through the dark. Oh, oh, this heart of gold. Oh, oh, this heart of gold. Now you know that you're this heart of gold. You're this heart of gold. At times I feel like dying, 'cause I don't wanna feel at all. These rivers run down my eyelids and fall. Pain is a way that you reach out to me when I can't hear the voice of my soul. This heart of gold is who you are. This loving soul that's come so far, through highs and lows and battle scars. You found me walking through the dark. Oh, oh, this heart of gold. Oh, oh, this heart of gold. Now you know that you're this heart of gold. You're this heart of gold. Oh, 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 you're this heart of gold. Yeah, you're this heart of gold.
It really does do something to me every morning, every time, and moving into play adventure with mantra along this beautiful 17-day adventure. I was wondering as I was taking in that song, I wonder what would happen if we just played with I am this heart of gold. And I agree, Angela. I love the line too. I want to feel something that makes me feel at home. And in so many ways, my relationship with my mantra, with meditation, has given me such a profound experience of I am home. So let's dive in. I did want to just initially honor history. I have been using a mantra for 20 years and it has become a key to the home within. But I wanted to honor history and share a little that the earliest recorded use of mantra is found in Vedic scriptures, in Hinduism, which contain many references to the sacredness of sound. Practically in this world, a mantra is a word or sound repeated to aid concentration and meditation or mindfulness. And I also respectfully wanted to honor my history. I learned mantra from my spiritual teacher, John Roger, It changed my life. I could share for 17 hours about that. And it has helped me find both my spiritual path in this world, but more importantly, it has supported me on my path within to me. If you want more information about that, as I've already shared, that's msia.org. And the mantra that I initially started to use was Anai. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. And again, there is so much that I could say through my personal experience, but I really wanted to create today as a play, as an adventure for us to dive in as we're called. But I will say that a mantra, this and that mantra specifically, has supported me awakening spiritually in more ways than I'm aware of. So yesterday we did play with frequency. So if you haven't listened to the recording or you weren't there yesterday for frequency, it might be really fun to dive into the idea of frequency and then create a mantra from that beautiful experience. It's almost as simple as how would we want to feel today? Expansive, free, bold, beautiful. And it's quite simple just to create a mantra from that experience. Yesterday, I shared about receiving marriage, and the frequency that I received was I'm loved just as I am. So I did play for a long time with this beautiful experience that I received. And I just love playing with different things. I don't know why I feel like I need to preface that, but I do just enjoy sharing it so freely. So I would breathe in, I am loved, and I would really give myself that experience of I am loved, receiving of love, and then I am loving. I would allow that giving, that radiation. I'm loving. My love is going out. And then I would just experience I am love. It was beautiful. So to breathe or not to breathe, I do love experiencing mantra alongside my breath. So essentially, a mantra are words or sounds that we're focusing on as we're meditating. So we can either breathe in harmony or we can breathe alongside that. So when we play, I'll get into that a little more. So again, we've only got 17 minutes in this beautiful play together. So let's dive in, but I am going to just throw a few on the table. This experience in some ways has been more designed for those who haven't experienced a mantra before. If you do, however, have a very personal relationship with a mantra of your own, I encourage you to trust yourself and run with that. But honoring Hinduism and the first mantras that they created, Om Shanti 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 was one of those. And that essentially means Om, peace, peace, peace. The tone that I've worked with for a long time now is Anai, and that evokes empathy and oneness with all things, with God, with love, all of life in perfect harmony and grace, in my experience. Or perhaps you want to play with I'm loved, I'm loving, I am love. And in my experience, that evokes a beautiful experience of unconditional love, that love that we are. So I wanted to just quickly pop on the table when folks often dive initially into meditation, we can fall into a trap of thinking that this is serious business. And I find more helpful energies, lightness, joy, love, expansion, and play. So let's chant together. And Regardless of whether you have been on a spiritual journey for a long time and are very familiar with mantras, or this is the very first time you're experiencing this, I do encourage us all to show up for this as if this is something that we're doing for the very first time, and to also evoke a beautiful experience that we are doing this together, that there is an added bonus right now, that we are doing this in a shared, intentional way with other souls that often do have the opportunity to expand our experience as we do it together. So we're just going to have about 6 minutes right now, maybe 7. You know, I love the number 7. But really allow yourself to come present with whatever mantra, whatever words. Feel free to allow that just to pop in right now. And you're just going to continue to chant that over and over. It can be in harmony with the breath. You chant as you breathe, or you can just breathe naturally and chant independently. Together, let's experience. we will bring that to completion, at least as a group intention. Feel free to trust yourself in this moment and continue as you're called. I do encourage us all just to take a small moment and just write down any awareness we have right now. It could be about using a mantra. It could be any other awareness. For me, one of the most powerful things about meditation, about using a mantra, is that it does occupy my beautiful mind, often so that the spirit, my higher self, can pop in the things that I really need to know, either beautiful callings into my expansion in this world, or um, clothes are still in the washing machine, things like that. So, in this moment, if there is any awareness, feel free to write that down. And that's complete for today. We do have time now for some sharing for those that are here live. But I am going to say this again in a very heartfelt way. This has been such a huge key for me in life, but also in my morning practice. And let yourself wing it. Jump into it without having it all figured out. When we jump, we find more than wings. We do find flying.